You just said, yeah, okay, I believe. You said while you started, man, that was the first one. I said, all right, maybe the second will be decent. You said, Giannis, yeah, okay, yeah, you can't shoot.
In the NBA, no better insider
you can't shoot at all. God damn. Nah, for real, you should at least have like an 80. I know you got at least an 80.
Look at Richard
yeah, no 80?
Like
no.
He cannot wait to talk to you.
Yes, we love
who won?
And here's a look at some numbers for Damian Lillard.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
You know, Shams, back in 2023, Giannis Antetokounmpo agreed to a 3-year extension to stay in Milwaukee. It keeps him with the Bucks until, what, 2027, I think.
Exactly, and it provides the Bucks with stability moving forward. And there was talk, if Giannis Antetokounmpo tests free agency in the summer of 2025, what does that hold for their future? But he commits. He made a strong statement in committing. But at the end of the day, Kevin, getting to the finals and winning another championship is the goal.
And they thought, Shams, that Dame was going to be maybe that thing that triggered that, but it certainly didn't play out that way.
Drew Holiday gets traded, and they clearly missed him. But with Damian Lillard and Giannis, you know you have a chance to at least compete for a championship.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Vucevic in at center with Williams next to him. MP out there with Kobe White. And it's Levine at the 3, the small forward.
Hey, who won?
Shams,
who won?
We know you've reported on so many big trades that did happen.
Hey, I remember one of those games. So won the same shit like that with me when we used to play the college. All of us used to play that shit in the league.
100% confirmed, but listen, there's always a trade or two that's viewed as done, but just does not happen, whether it sours, whether something falls apart. There's always one deal or two that falls apart at the trade deadline or in the offseason.
But
I try to wait as best I can to make sure that when I report, it is confirmed.
Yeah.
Making sure of that one. MP at ground zero.
Because he ain't out the West name yet. He doing a presentation and all that shit.
Making 40% so far to start out the game. Giannis high post. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Levine.
Nah, because he ain't finished.
Levine's got it. Pulls up. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
And how great are they playing?
Wait, maybe y'all back out and go back in.
With as often as you've interacted with front offices all over the NBA, have you noticed any changes with how franchises operate with both the players and the media and that relationship and where it may be?
Everything has to be more specialized now in the organization.
That's
We're seeing true partnerships develop with teams and their players, especially their top players. The teams have to pay more attention now to data.
I told Bizzle that
the organization, that is very, very important. And the teams that do a good job.
Hey, I told Bizzle that was the national title right there. I said that's the national title game right there.
That is clearly what separates the elite teams with the bottom teams, and certainly players in today's generation are very, very polished.
Well, that's all right. At least y'all get to play again because they ain't registered.
Doing that so well. Now here's MP. Chris Middleton unable to get his last shot to go. Picked by Williams.
Hey, y'all get to play again then.
Good off the back rim and in.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Nah, I know. You said fuck that. You said fuck that. I'm taking my win.
And when did you decide to cover it?
Really, when I was around 10, 11 years old, I grew up in Chicago right as the Bulls dynasty was starting. I wasn't quite old enough, but I was old enough to see some of those scrappy Bulls teams in the mid-2000s. And basketball was always a part of the national discourse, but also part of my life playing it, and then now being someone that's able to inform the audience and the public.
As the commissioner, he has to ask if you want to forfeit or do you want to do it again.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Prince has checked in for Chris Middleton.
Ain't nobody. Motherfucker said, hell no.
Making a change here as well. For the Bucks, Chris Middleton comes in for Prince, and it's Pat Connaughton in for Lillard. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Smith checked in for Vucevic. Torrey Craig comes in for Williams. Josh Giddey's checked in for Levine. And it's Maxwell in for Kobe White.
Oh,
the basket by Maxwell.
You see the foundation of a real long-range threat. Now MP just has to keep developing those skills.
We'll go to David Aldridge, who spoke with head coach Doc Rivers. What's the news, David?
Dealing with Lonzo Ball's playmaking was at the front of his mind. He told me Lonzo's a tremendous decision maker, so we've got to be quick to close off the passing lanes. We can't let him create easy baskets. The goal is to keep Ball's impact as a playmaker down to a minimum. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Bucks trail by 7. 46 seconds left here in the opening quarter.
Oh, this is
Off with the layup. Chicago's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. And a wide open look for MP. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. MP's got 15 points.
And MP is in fuego right now. If I'm on his team, I'm going to keep feeding them and feeding them.
What's been up with you, boy?
Shoots. Shots good by Middleton.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low.
I can't even hear
been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
MP outside. And the Bulls, another 3.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum. They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
There's the lob into the Kumbo. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. It's the Bulls up 11. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this.
Just go in there, just let them score a touchdown on you.
So far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep. And I really liked how they moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
So for Chicago right now, Torrey Craig is out there with Josh Giddey. Then it's Jalen Smith. Then it's MP, and it's Ball in at the 1. Chicago leading by 13, and with the new broadcasting deals, NBA salaries figuring Sean's to skyrocket.
And we're not even just talking about the players, Kevin. It's the coaches, it's the front office executives. Everyone is seeing some massive, massive paydays. Every single year, we're seeing the biggest contract in league history, and it's only going to get bigger and bigger in years to come.
Are you surprised at the size of some of these coaching deals? I mean, the numbers are amazing to me.
Coaching, these front office deals, it's getting higher and higher. And once Monty Williams signed the deal he did in 2023, that only elevated the market for coaches, and front office executives also are getting big paydays.
Pass to Connaughton. It's rebounded by Giddey.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
The 3 from Maxwell. And again, it's the Bulls from deep. You communicate so much with NBA GMs. You talk with owners. You talk with personnel.
Teamwork make the dream work, baby.
Knowing what they do, what is an overlooked part of how they operate their day-to-day jobs with these NBA teams?
A few things for me, Kevin. It is the relationships with agents, with other teams. Are they trusted? Do they have the trust of others? That is of importance, certainly. And how well connected are they within the organization? How are they building their own front offices in their own buildings? But their thirst for information, their ability to use information to strategize, that is something that occurs every single day.
He got an offer.
If you know something is happening with a specific team, that could shape how you want to strategize your team moving forward.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, the Bucks are still trying to perfect their chemistry. Bobby Portis says things take time. You've got to keep continuing to build it. There's another level Dame and Giannis can get to. Just making it
y'all was on some cheating shit.
Continuing to get better at it.
Y'all was on some motherfucking Tom Brady in there,
on the court. Kevin?
Well, David, with those two guys, Dame and Giannis, it opens the floor up a lot.
Got no offensive coordinator.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers.
Wants
to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust.
That motherfucker left in the bowl. Oh, shit.
Giannis, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Perez is checked in for Portis. MP's checked in for the Bulls. .111 left here in the second.
Man, y'all niggas don't play basketball no more?
He had 27 points last game. And it's Trent in the corner. Trying to get open his look. Trent gets the bucket.
There's so little ego in Giannis's game. It's not about him out there. He wants to make the game easier for his teammates.
And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. Oh, wasn't that wonderful? Easy to see why Shams has so many sources around the game. He's so easy to talk to.
Yeah, it's all about relationships at the end of the day. When the conversations come easily, that suits his purpose as a reporter.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Trent, a screen on White. Tries the spin move. Trent can't hit.
Oh, he really wanted that triple. Even though he missed, I really like the competitiveness I'm seeing.
Buries the long-range jumper.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
And so it's MP making things happen for the Bulls. How about this? He scored 30 points from beyond the arc so far. His long-range game is on today. We'll return shortly.
Hey, y'all niggas don't play 2K no more? The new one?
Welcome, everybody. For the West, Nikola Jokic.
The talent of the Jokers being recognized. Big achievements for the big man from Serbia. He's one of those players that can win at any time.
Yeah, he's asked to do a lot.
And turning back to our first half, things going well. Extremely well for the Bulls.
Man, this offense is in rhythm right now. They're moving the ball, moving without the ball. Everything looks exactly the way they drew it up.
Yeah, this one might already be over.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the...
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. The guard and off guard are Lillard and Trent. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are 1 or 2 of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
Showing off those playmaking skills, Levine keeps his head up, makes the easy play.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Lopez. Second half rolling along now, about a minute played here. And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
And he makes the first. And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And, Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose, an MVP, Jimmy Butler as well. But the results haven't been there.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. And we know injuries derailed last season for the Bulls, Greg, but with an aging core, you wonder where they go from here.
I mean, the Bulls are kind of stuck in the middle of things as it now stands. Not quite good enough to make a run in the East, but not in a position where they need to start over.
Buries it from 3-point range.
Guy is just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score. They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
Giannis outside. Middleton outside. That 3 off the mark.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
And the basket by Maxwell.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Middleton with it. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Vucevic with the block.
Powerful swat by Vuce, showing how effective he can be on D.
Here's MP with plenty of space. And got it! Another basket.
Historic 50-point night. What a streak he's on.
With this performance, he now has the longest streak of 50-point games in NBA history. Lillard with no one around. And the Bucks miss again.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Trent against MP. Shot clock at 6. This one for 3. Another 3 for Chicago.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. It's important to remember Damian Lillard was a 2-star prospect coming out of high school in Oakland. He says that the doubt I faced, what I found is I have true belief in myself. I poured a lot in and just continued to work. That's why when I struggle, I never waver because I know that I'm true to it. Eventually, I'm going to have my time. Kevin?
I think they call that Dame time. Hey, David, thank you. Milwaukee's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. And that's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time.
And with that one, he halts an 11-0 run by the Bulls.
Cans it from downtown. Maxwell's got 57 points.
Keep riding that hot hand. He's been pretty much unstoppable.
Trent outside. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that. Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Lopez, a screen on White. Lillard from outside. Rebound by Williams. The Bulls have gone 8 of 10 shooting here in the second half. Very strong. Maxwell's shot is no good. For Milwaukee, they've gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Giannis dunks it down.
And one of the most athletic players in the league. Giannis makes those alley-oop jams look easy.
Maxwell's shot is no good. Giannis outside. Pulls it up. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. It's Chicago running away with it. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth. And now we take a look back to Doc Rivers talking to his team from his huddle.
The little mistakes are the only reason they got this league.
I don't know, man.
Come out hard, all right? Even with that, it's more hard.
Well, Black will get down to the bottom of it.
You want to attack every possession you get, and Doc Rivers certainly doesn't want turnovers to derail those efforts.
And guys, it's a fine line between playing aggressive and playing out of control. That's the trap that a coach wants to keep his team from falling into.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for Chicago to start the fourth. All out there with MP. Then it's Torrey Craig. Then it's Jalen Smith. And it's Gideon at the 3. Drills it from outside.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
I think J-Main in total on that. In total.
Now, here's Trent. Tight defense on him. Prince misses.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect
God
them to be,
damn.
firmly in the driver's seat. And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Oh, Chicago's gone 1
Hey, Black, I know you didn't get 2K.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal.
Do you like it?
Offensive
You don't like it? You
onslaught.
ain't fucking with it.
Portis a screen on Ball. Now Lillard. Trent outside. Good. Great play by Lillard's got his 3rd assist on the night.
His 2nd triple of the half. Well, look, that's 2 more than he had in the first, so things, I guess, are trending in the right direction.
Fade away. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. MP's got 8 points here in this quarter.
As they set their sights on locking up the win, he has to do everything in his power to make this happen.
Portis sets the pick for Trent. From deep. Chicago grabs the miss. The 3 from MP. Yet another bucket.
And that's 70.
He's unbelievable.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Lillard. And the rejection by MP. And the ball goes out of bounds. Nice touch by MP. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And this is how you protect and grow.
You got to get on the computer. You ain't getting on the console, you got to fuck with on the computer.
For Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for Prince. for Chicago. Torrey Craig comes in for Bruce Ellis.
I know you get
and it's Maxwell in for Dosunmu.
Right.
Here's Maxwell. 1:35 left in the fourth quarter. Another
I know I'm getting that bit. I'm knocking motherfuckers like I was on Fight Night.
Just a total obliteration,
if
you will. You can safely
say
mission accomplished now for Chicago.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching.
See, that's probably the only thing that's gonna take me off of 2K.
They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for MP.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
5 to shoot. Antetokounmpo, no good. Fires the 3, and again for 3.
Another 3. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
They just keep pouring in. This is a top 5 all-time single game for three-point shots made. Lillard the pass to Trent. Lopez sets a screen for Trent. Will it go?
Nope.
The kick out to Lopez. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And so MP will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. No good on the fadeaway.
And that's really just not heads-up basketball. Don't try a fadeaway when nobody's guarding you.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So for our reporter, David Aldridge, and our analysts, Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We thank you for watching tonight's game. See you later.
MP, you keep bringing up 50s like you're in the dunk contest.
going on with this? Yeah, this is where.